And out of nowhere, we have the full Fire King structure deck spoiler. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Fire King structure decks. That spoiler is here. The full TCG Fire King spoiler set has been brought to you by the Toy Fair 2024 here. Down here, you actually get the chance to see the full art of the box down here. So things we're getting in here. So we are getting Garunix, which, okay, we're going to get Kirin. Hanuman, Garunix, Barong, Yaksha, Kirin reprints. We're going to get Ponix in here, which is pretty good. Of course, Fire King, Avarada, the Infernos, Sparks, Coach King, Bearman, Wolfbark, Agmezod, the Infernal Flame, Doggeron, Mad Kaiju, okay. The Blazing Mire, Sacred Phoenix, Nephis, Royal Flame Guard, Spirit of the Flames, Fencing Fire Ferret, your Firebrand, which is, okay, Alpha and Droll. Hey, there's your Droll reprint. That's good. And we get Coach King, Giant Trainer, Diamond Direwolf, Hida, and Garunix, the big Fire Phoenix, rank 8. We also get Fire King Sanctuary, Fire King Skyburn, Onslaught, Circle, Rekindling, Tenki, Darkhold, Trade-In, Herald, and the Fire King Island. Okay. We also get the Combined Strike, Flamvell Counter, which is a reprint we did need, Current Eye, Chain Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Judgment, Imperm, and Power Sink Stone. And then the only major changes between the TCG and the OCG deck list are a Pointer, which is banned in the TCG, gets replaced by Solemn Judgment. So, to answer the immediate question, is this going to be worth the pickup? Droll and Lockbird, alright, Coach King Giant Trainer, alright, you've got the Infinite Impermanence down here. Power Sink Stone also gets a reprint, which we did need. As much as like the TCG hasn't taken off playing that card just yet, that's good. You also get the Flamvell Counter, which hasn't been too crazy in terms of availability. And then you get the entire, you know, Fire King structure deck itself. Now, we have seen this actually showing results in the OCG as of late. I mean, you got to pick up Diabellstar cards, which I already have a terrible feeling are all going to be secret rares in the TCG. And you already know how much people are going to be like, ugh. You know, just to have the interaction with Ponix in order to be able to, you know, have the level 1 call out. Yeah, you're going to have to spend a little bit of extra money. The good news is, for whatever rarity Diabellstar itself is going to come out for, you're only going to have to invest, well, if you really want to play 2, you can. I don't highly recommend it. It's not like you have to dedicate all of the extra crazy space to that package, all right? It's just, you can toss in a Diabellstar or 2, the stuff that searches it, and then, you know, maybe one of the splash little Lancia cards in order to get its thing. But for the budget players out here, I mean, my main concerns were when we were initially looking at the structure deck was the Droll and Lockbird. We wanted to make sure that Droll did get its way imported into this structure deck. Again, you know, you can't really use the excuse anymore, well, Konami removed the Droll and Lockbird from the one structure deck a long time ago. Meh. No, we know that. But every structure deck up from past that point, we've pretty much mirrored. And I mean, kicking out, you know, a ban card here for putting in Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment's just literally free at this point in time. Like, you're buying the structure deck for the structure deck to have a solid deck build, and then to top things off, good staples. All right, probably on your secondary market here, your Drolls and your Imperms, those are what, 3 to 5 each at this point in time, depending on the copies that you want. 3 structure decks is going to cost you $30 out here. And of course, you know, you'll be able to get those structure decks from the channels that help support us. Big 3 discount code MCO40. Our friends over at, you know, everywhere else as well. Trust me on this. Kong's Cards 2 MCO40. You'll be able to get this structure deck relatively easily. And I mean, this is looking a lot better than the current structure decks that we've been getting. Remember, you can still get the Dark World structure deck. Like, low key, in terms of like structure deck value, the Danger reprints and the Crimson Dragon structure deck made the Dark World structure deck playable. Well, a ban list also made that playable. One other last thing I want to mention here for this structure deck. The big play lines are going to be involved with Garunix of Eternity, the big guy. Basically, you're trying to exceed summon this on the opponent's turn, and then start cleaning up their field through the effects. More of the more recent versions we've seen kind of cutting back a little bit on, you know, the Eternity Hyang here. The earliest builds were not really going for this. If you wanted to know things to consider to pick up right now, as of having this entire set spoiler list on your hand, probably unironically, one of the fire tuners, you gotta love Jet Synchron. That's definitely one of the things I've seen some of the OCG builds. They're splashing like one Jet Synchron into these decks. The Diabell Star package is going to be an absolute must. I know that, once again, budget players aren't going to want to hear that, but that is a great opportunity to be able to pick up for the extra DLC. It's going to be one secret, hopefully. Outside of that, maybe some of the more extra deck stuff, you're not really going to do crazy things with like Borreload Savage and things like that, but the fact that you can have access to a level 1 tuner to bring out of the deck to actually have access to some of the power plays, that's honestly the most expensive things that I think you're going to need. And in terms of, you know, something competent as like a tier 2, it's handy right out of the box. All right. That's honestly about it when it comes to this. Budget players get the chance to eat something nice here, and you can get 3 structured decks for $30. I honestly would look through more OCG results. And for those of you that are like, I don't want to look at OCG results, Robbie, the OCG and the TCG are different. No, they're not all that different. There are some key things that you will be able to translate over. And we don't get the structure deck until December. That's something else to really consider. You at least are going to know that you can pre-order these all the way out. I mean, this is October, the first week, and then, you know, getting smashed back further. That's a month, 2 months in advance that you know that you can get your Drolls and your Imperms in those cheaper rarities kind of handed to you for the freeness. Man. Also, shout out to the other product here, actually. The way these little blisters are looking here, I know a lot of people, you would believe it if I told you there's a collector's market for these, just wanting to have how these look. This is just something kind of cool to be able to pick up and have fun. Also, shout out back here to the Phantom Nightmare blisters. These actually look fantastic. If you ever wanted to collect cool things ever since they've changed the packaging on these is like fun little one-ups to display. These actually look really freaking nice. Alright, Konami's done a fantastic job at this. I also see that we've got a nice little card sleeve rendition change over here. Some of the, I believe this is the Kaiba product as well, being displayed for the Toy Fair. Outside of that, wow, we just kind of blew the rest of our reveals for the back half of the year. So, check out our friends, Kong's Cards, Big 3. Use discount code MCO40. Get the chance to pick up your structured decks so you guys can actually be ready. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.